Hey, Tony Mercury with Autoshop Solutions. Welcome to today's episode of the 10 Mil. And I have a very special guest. I have Charles, aka the Humble Mechanic, who some of you may already recognize. Charles, thanks so much for joining today's episode. So today we're going to be talking all things content creation.
A content piece about content. I love it.
Yeah. So I want to start off, just can you share with everybody kind of your background and who you are and how you came to be and your journey to where you are now?
Yeah, for sure. So spent roughly the last 20 years, which I hate saying 20 years, by the way.
Yeah,
roughly the last 20 years in the VW Audi repair space. Started my first job at a local dealership, worked there my whole career, amazing dealership, great dealership experience. As I moved forward in my career, moved to doing some things outside the dealership, teaching VW Audi repair to independent shops, creating content, came around somewhere mid-career at the dealership, and had all the certifications and things, shop foreman, master tech, all that stuff too.
No
But
ring?
I do have the ring. I've put it on
Should've worn it
exactly.
today.
I've put it on 2 times. I'm like, no, this is let's be honest. A ring is probably the worst thing you could ever give a technician.
yeah.
So I don't even really wear a wedding ring.
Yeah.
So not a jewelry dude. But yeah, had a great automotive dealership career, and then started making content in probably 2011, 2012, and left the dealership in mid 2017 to do that full time.
Yeah, I remember when you made that Facebook post of you pulling your box out of the shop.
Yep. Actually, funny enough, that was almost exactly 7 years ago, 7 years ago this month.
Yeah, you share it. I see it every year.
It's wild.
It's gotta be a surreal moment
It
seeing
so
it.
is, because it feels like both a lifetime ago and like it happened 2 weeks ago.
Right.
So it's that really weird thing. But yeah, so now that's kind of what I do full time. I used to joke, and people would give me a hard time at the dealership. I just wanted to figure out a way to telecommute to work, which you can't do that as a technician really, or figure out how to make money just fixing my own broke stuff. Somehow I've managed to figure out both of those. So just keep saying the thing, and you might will it into your own existence.
Yeah. So with content creation, really consistency is key.
Yes.
So I guess walk me through what your early setup was, because a lot of the times when we're talking to our clients, or really anyone watching this, is they feel like they don't have the necessary tools and equipment to do it. But I'm sure you had a easy setup. What was that like?
Yeah, so today is a world different from when I started, and I did a lot of written content before I ever filmed my first video, or a lot of pictures posting on Facebook or whatnot. And it was legit my iPhone 3GS.
Oh, wow.
The very first video I shot that ever got any traction, I shot with my wife holding it on a tripod, because you couldn't just order on Amazon, the little phone tripod thing. No audio provision, me yelling, because I'm in my garage at home. And the video got 50,000 views within a couple of months. And today, it's a little bit more intimidating because you see these beautifully well-produced videos with awesome audio and proper lighting. And so, yeah, it can be intimidating. But man, don't use equipment as an excuse not to do it.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. If you don't want to do it, I think you're wrong, but I get it, because it can be very hard. However, don't say I don't have a Sony Red $10,000 camera, so I can't make content, because every phone that somebody has today is better than all the equipment that I had for years.
Exactly, yeah.
Years.
And yeah, we talk about that all the time. And I share a lot of videos. There's Jamie down in Florida. He shoots a lot of videos too, and it's just
he's just crushing it.
Him in a shop, right? And it's just everyone has a fantastic camera on their iPhone or Android device, and it's super easy to take content. It's just the consistency, and sometimes it's even silly stuff, right? I think one of your most recent posts I saw, you ordered a car, or purchased a car rather, and it came damaged, right?
Yes.
So it's easy little things like that to create content on.
Yeah, when I think about it from me kind of personally and professionally, I think about it a little different than I would if I were running a full-fledged shop full of technicians and service advisors and that. So what I think you should focus on is what makes you different, right? I also don't really want to watch a commercial of your shop,
right?
Nobody does,
yeah.
Right? Just share what's going on. Share something that's unique. Share something that's dual. Here's a tip. It's, going into winter. Here's how we're putting wiper blades on this really high-end Audi, because you can't just pull the thing up and slide the wiper blade on.
Right.
You got to do all the buttons and stuff. Or look, here's a really dirty air filter. Flip side, here's a car with 200,000 miles on it. It's perfect. Like, the vibe I would want to give someone is, here's us. Here's who we are and what we're about, and a digital version of the experience you would get if you brought your car here, right? Here's Sarah. She's the advisor. She's going to be the one that you see when you walk in the door. Look at her smiling face. Isn't she awesome, right? That kind of stuff. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. It doesn't have to be well produced. It doesn't have to be scripted. It can be whip phone out, talk, talk, talk. Here's a thing, post.
Exactly.
And that, like, it will maybe do well, maybe not, but I bet you if you did 30 of them, one of them's going to do well.
Exactly.
And one of them's going to get you business. You know, when I started creating content, it was no. In fact, I did it more than I should have at the place I worked and got in a little bit of trouble, which I get, right? It's your building, your rules. I mostly respect that. But I often think, what would have happened if I could have said, hey, I work here. So if you want your car worked on, come here and I'll work on your car.